Hello and thank you for watching. My name is Louis Demos and today I'll be presenting working in immersive labs, social media, and operating system forensics. So the first lab that we decided to do with immersive was the open source investigation. In this lab, we investigated an individual named Dade Murphy. We were able to use his social media accounts to kind of find out a little bit about him and do a little bit of investigating without having to crack too much level as far as surface information goes. So a lot of this data was readily available just by scrolling through his social media accounts. So we found his X and his Facebook account, and we got the following information. So on the right hand side here, we can see Dade Murphy's X or Twitter profile. Just from first glance alone, we could see that he's a Virgo. He is a cybersec enthusiast. He likes sci-fi films. He's from Chippenham, England, and he's had his account since February 2018. So right away we get a little bit of information about him. The image on the bottom left here was a pinned tweet of his after a reverse image search on Google. We're actually able to find out where the ski resort was. So, a little bit more digging of information and just basic internet, use and skills will be able to allow you to figure out quite a bit of information. Um, Looking a little further, we find out that Dade actually has a deleted Facebook profile using a pretty cool archived website called the Wayback Machine. It takes screenshots of um, tons of things all across the web and kind of stores it for people to be able to go back and see what the internet may have looked like at this point in time. So I believe this snapshot was from, you can actually see it there, 2018. So going back a couple of years, and you can see just how different Facebook looks from then to now. But we were able to use the Wayback Machine and find out a little bit more information about him. So we can see that he worked for Kaisek Square as a junior penetration tester. We could see his education. Again, it shows his current city and hometown, which we kind of had an idea about, but this was actually the last step in finishing the lab. So that one wrapped up with this. Pretty cool experiment. I think it's interesting how much information you can find just off of, social media and what people leave behind as a digital footprint. Moving forward, digital forensics, Windows image analysis. So in this lab, we used autopsy like we've been doing throughout the course of the semester, and we take a look at a forensic image of a Windows desktop. So plop it into autopsy and actually take a look through what was on this specific desktop. So a couple things we were able to figure out from this lab. Um, when we look through the EXIF metadata filter, we're able to see a couple images there, and we can see a device model of a Canon EOS 500D that left behind a photograph of a text message on a cell phone. So that could be useful, in trying to see where specific information or data has came from. So in this particular instance, it was uploaded from a Canon camera. Um, and this lab was fairly simple. It just had us go through and identify a couple of files. To complete this lab, it took a little bit of digging, but once we take a look at the data sources tab, and the way that I did it was by extension. So I actually filtered to plain text so I could see .txt format, and it's pretty simple. When you filter down on the bottom window by text, it gives you the secret token that allows you to complete this lab by Immersive. So this one was a little more straightforward than the previous, but nonetheless, still some good practice in autopsy. And yeah, that was